there's not a better organization that I would want to represent. Great opportunity to serve in this role.
Thank you, Madam Chairman.
It's time for rodeo. Jellyroll Concert.
That feeling you get when your
go.
feet leave the ground and you're not sure which way is up. Like when you're in space. Everything's in super slow motion. You lose your sense of time in space. Feels like you're defying gravity. Axiom Space, builders of the first commercial space station, want to provide a smooth landing for our rodeo contestants. But
Wait a minute.
Had the roughest ride? You be the judge.
So it is called Defying Gravity, presented by Axiom Space. What they do? They give travel money to contestants who have had a wreck, a catastrophe, something that has happened. But who decides who gets the money? You do. The louder you get, the more noise you can make after every one of these wrecks. At the end, we'll give one of these cowboys travel money from Axiom Space. So let's get started right now. We're going to license wrecks. First up, Full Rider Roscoe Narbo, New Plymouth, Idaho. Ouch! Ouch! Bam! I mean, this ball hits him with a good old split right on his rump. I mean, down and around and on the ground. Now remember, you got to get loud. How loud can you get? Go!
Okay, 93. How much air can you stand up the back of a bucket? Always watch you dirt and watch. Whoa! Take a little 360 and drop your bottom like this. First it could have been forward, then it could have been sideways. It ends up on his back. He might be the world champion, but he's vulnerable to get bucked off too. He's a Canadian a long ways from home. Let's get him some money!
95. Now remember, this is all for travel money to help keep the cowboy on the road. I guess it was 97.
All right, Kapaski, somewhat handsome, but vulnerable to get bucked off. And then the bull steps on the back of his legs. Now watch, around we go, upside down, out of control, and it steps on both legs. Folks, it takes a long time to get rid of those bruises. He's a Texan. What do you say?
Folks, there's no denying it. This next wreck is the worst one we're going to show you. So we're going to need a 101. Watch what happens to this 21-year-old Australian. What? 600 pounds of spear rolls right over the top of his head. Wins his $300 hat. Tracy Catalina. If anybody needs money to stay on the road in a brand new hat, it's him. Come on, Texas, get yours.
Well, you said 101, boy, you got 102. Tyson, congratulations. You get the money. All of that was brought to you by Axiom Space.
That's tonight's Defying Gravity Awards, presented by Axiom Space. During our last rodeo performance, you'll have a chance to vote for the grand prize winner, who will receive the top award, $3,000 in travel funds.
Shout out to you, my boy. Good night. Rest well. God bless you. Say your night prayer, bro. I got you.
They're the folks that bring you the mutton busting, but here are the folks that call it Patty Smith and Andy Simon.
Let's go to town. Let's do it. Here comes the mutton busting. We're ready for it. We start with Kyla Allman of Houston, Texas. Kyla's favorite event? Mutton busting. Why not? She's got the cotton candy colors.
There she goes. Everything is in sync today. The short, itchy, inside. Rodeo Houston mutton busting in this song.
Lonnie McMyer, 5 years old from Cypress, Texas, wants to grow up to be an artist and likes funnel cakes.
Lonnie's got some very cool little dance on. She lost a boot, but she did a very nice job after the cross.
Willa Calderwood, 5 years old from Houston. Willa loves watching the cats scramble eating fried Oreos, just like Bobby T. All right, Willa, hold on tight. Here we go.
There she goes. Willa. Also gets a face full of dirt, but makes it up for the way across. She's not too happy about that.
Smith Will of Houston, Texas. Smith wants to be a mom and an artist. Loves corn dogs. Come on, Smith.
There she goes. Smith with that great first name. Hey, that's my last name.
Asher Breeze of Bel Air, Texas. 6-year-old Asher, come on down.
There's Asher. Asher's hanging on tight to the other side and takes the sheep.
Cypress, Texas. Eliza Pickett, 6-year-old Eliza. Loves bull riding, wants to be a vet.
There goes Eliza hanging out on that puffy sheep. Nice job.
Ren Neffenbaum, Houston, Texas. Ren loves barrel racing, likes snacking on sausage on a stick. Ren, the future veterinarian, set and ready to ride mutton.
Ren's coming right at me. Went on a little longer than I thought though, with one hand. Very nice job.
I love the quote from James Nolan of Houston, Texas. James' future career, stay a kid. I love it.
They all could figure that out. A whole lot more. Good job, James.
Ryan Foley of Houston, Texas. Ryan loves eating crawfish, wants to be a cowboy.
Great job, Ryan.
Off the road to the Woodlands, Texas. Taylor Haig, 5-year-old Taylor loves all the horse events. This is an engineer.
There she goes.
Hayden Ellison from Atascocita likes the chuck wagon race, and here is 5-year-old Hayden.
Hayden's hanging on the side. Nice dismount. Also not too happy about that ride.
Flip-flop back to the Woodlands with Weston Oglesville. Weston wants to be a bull rider.
With a nice smile. Good job, Weston.
5-year-old Carson Cocker of Cypress, Texas. Here's Carson.
There goes Carson hanging on. Another nice dismount. Good job, Carson.
Brentwood, Texas is Lawson Ferguson. 6-year-old Lawson wants to play in the NFL someday. Come on, let's muscle up.
He's doing it on the NFL field. Awesome. Nice shot here, Rodeo.
Don Heidelberg of Houston, Texas. 6-year-old likes cotton candy. Wants to grow up to be a businessman. All right, Don, hold on tight.
There he goes. I'm doing business. Great job to all the kids.
All of our mutton busters are going to get a medal for their efforts here on the 9th night of our mutton busting at Rodeo Houston. But each and every night, we have the distinct honor and privilege to pick a winner. One of our contestants that rode a little bit farther than the other contestants. It's a memory that they will not soon forget, because our champion each and every night gets a special moment to speak with Patty Smith.
That's right, and our champion is this little lady right here, Taylor Haig. Out there. How were you able to stay on that sheet for so long?
I gave John a high five, and that's how I rode that.
It's because I was holding on.
That is the number one thing to do is to hold on. What was it like holding on? Was it bumpy? Was it fast?
It was bumpy.
It was bumpy? Did you practice this at all?
I I practiced when I was at the carnival, and I got something for where my
Well, you did a really good job, and you have a beautiful smile. And our HEB representative here, Bryce Johnson, has your championship buckle. So go ahead and take that from Bryce right there. And ladies and gentlemen, give it up for tonight's Mutton Buster champion.
And thanks to HEB for sponsoring our Mutton Busted.
It is the Ride of the Night. This is tonight, London Hay. Now, second time he's had this horse. 86 points on the Calgary family horse, Soraya Hill. That is your Night Ride of the Night. Folks, if we take a walk down memory lane, you have to understand the third round of every Super Series, you're going to see a little more emotion and a little more pain and a little more joy, because this is the night you either win and go on or you lose and go home. And not everybody can be a winner. Even if you're a world champion bareback rider, you got to be in the 86 money. The best move on. And those who don't, doesn't mean they're bad. It just means they were beaten. But the glory goes upstairs. But the money goes to the bank. Whether you're team roping, bronc riding, calf roping, or hanging on for dear life, the name of the game is moving on to the semis. Well, you can see with the crowd shots that they feel the pain as well. But it's the stress, the strife, and the challenge. Oh my God, he said it done, that one's over. Logan, you made it all work. The biggest man in the house tonight. Maybe the fastest man on the ground tonight. Everybody gets a run at it, and every once in a while, they'll get away. And Steer stepped on Stockton's ankle. And the barrel racers dig into the dirt. The G-force of a cowgirl on a 1,200-pound bucket horse doesn't mean she can't do the splits when she wins tonight. And in the breakaway roping, it's fast, it's furious. You've got to be deadly with your aim. It's like a quarterback in the pocket, making sure they hit whatever it is they're throwing the ball to. Talking about hits, some guys take it in the face from the bull's horn twice. I mean, down goes Frazier on that one. Trevor Reese, 88.5 last night. Tonight, punished like you broke curfew. And then they'll find a way to find the balance, the drive, and the effort. And always look forward to the next time you get the nod. You know what, folks? When you come to this rodeo, there's one group that we couldn't do without, and that is our 35,000 volunteers. Check this out.
The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo would not be the success that it is today without the vision, dedication, and hard work of its volunteers. More than 35,000 individuals dedicate over 2.1 million hours throughout the year, making our charitable and educational purpose possible. There are over 100 different committees covering everything from merchandise to mutton busting. We want to thank all of these volunteers for their commitment to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
So when you come to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, I know some of you are drawn out for the rodeo itself, some are here for the concert, maybe some come for the food and the carnival. But there's so many different things to take in that sometimes you might not even know that it exists. So for example, we've got a horse arena where all kinds of great competitions take place. That if you're out here and you don't have a ticket to the rodeo, you can take in some of these competitions. Check it out.
Stop by NRG Arena to see the world-class horse shows. From ranch rodeo to breed shows, speed, agility, and horsemanship are all on display. The cutting horse competitions aren't always a crowd favorite. Horse and rider work together to separate an cow from the herd to make the cut. Whether it's youth or adults, you can find huge competition every day in the horse park. So don't miss one of the most prestigious horse shows in the world.
And outside of that, our number one purpose, promoting youth and education and promoting agriculture. We gotta feed the world, folks. That's what the United States of America does. And we do it on fewer and fewer acres every year. So we need students that are at the top of their game when it comes to producing food for the future. And reward those students with our junior livestock auction. And let me tell you something. If you ever want to get goosebumps, you don't have to bid. You just need to go watch as these young men and women sell their animals. It's an amazing thing to see. Watch this.
Each year, thousands of young Texas 4-H and FFA students participate at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. All junior exhibitors selected for the auctions are rewarded for their hard work with guaranteed premiums. At the auctions, generous buyers provide financial support for not only exhibitors, but also funds for the scholarship and educational programs supported by the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
600 million so far. Look at that pretty little girl with the pink bow on the top of her head. Folks, if you don't think that's cute, you might as well get up and leave, because that's the definition of cute. Oh, looking good. On the final night of Super Series number 3, you know, everybody look at the big screen, because when we see you, we want you to wave. There you go, we busted you on your phone.